Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Michael here, and today I'm just going to talk to you about this guy here. I got a Mavic Mini. Now, I bought the combo pack. Comes with 3 batteries and a little hub charger that can charge 3 batteries at once. It's a really small drone. I've got it just here, it's charging. Really small. I'm sure everybody's seen all the videos that demonstrate its size, you know, it's smaller than a mobile, all that crap. I was a bit sort of dubious in my approach to buying this. I was like, should I get it or not? I really wanted a drone that was really portable so that when I go away with my family on holidays, etc., I can just put it into a suitcase or carry on or whatever, and I've got a drone with me just in case I want to get that aerial shot. You know, sometimes you just really want to get an aerial shot. Now, I only got it yesterday, and today is the first day I've flown it. So I had a quick go. I had some downtime at work, and off I went and started to have a go at flying this drone. It's a very compact little drone, and initially I felt very sort of scared to sort of send it up and put it into the wind, because I think, you know, I've heard a lot of reports, especially, so the last video from Tony Northrop, he was like saying how bad this drone was, that it would just blow away in the wind. And you know, whenever I'm sort of launching it, I'm thinking to myself, oh my god, it's just gonna blow away. But I don't know what his mission was in that video, but it's certainly not the case that it's just gonna blow away very easily. My experience today was I started off fairly early in the morning. It was quite still and there wasn't too much wind, so it didn't sort of scare me too much. I sent it up and flew it out over the water. I flew it over water because where I was, there was a populated area and I didn't want to, you know, send it over people's houses, etc. So over water and away from people, and it is just amazing. Like, it's so easy to control. Like, coming from a Phantom 3, the big heavy drone, I don't know if you know that model, but it's the big heavy one, and this thing's just tiny. It was just like so easy to control. The signal coming back to the controller was nice and clear. I could see clearly where I was. I could flip between the map and the picture very easily, like to get my orientation. It is very easy to lose in the sky, but any drone is easy to lose in the sky when you're, you know, any sort of good distance away. You know, you go like probably more than 1 kilometer away, it's very hard to see a drone in the sky. And I did fly it. I think my furthest distance was just over 1 kilometer. And yes, it was over water, and yes, I had lost it in the sky, but I could see it clearly on the map and I knew the position of it, exactly where it was, and I felt comfortable with that. And when I did bring it back around, you know, I got sight of it again. So quite an interesting experience. So, okay, let me just go over quickly my initial impression. I did edit a video quickly, and you know, looking at it on a small screen, the picture looks, wow, delicious. But, you know, when you go onto a bigger screen, like, I think my monitor is about 30-inch or something, I don't know exactly. But anyway, my monitor is quite large, and it's 4K, and the picture, when it is on that, is suddenly not so great. But then again, let's put things into perspective. I'm sitting, you know, so far from my monitor, And really that is like pixel peaking with video, you know, like you shouldn't watch video that close to a screen, really. So what I did was, when I took that into consideration, I just pulled my chair back a little bit, not a hell of a lot, but just like maybe a meter away from the screen, and looked at my screen, which is, you know, it enables you to take in sort of the whole picture then, and a more realistic viewing sort of experience, really, for video. And then the picture, it's really a really good picture, you know. It's not 4K, it's not unreal, like it's not gonna wow, blow me away, but it's very good, I would say. It's not average, it's very good. It's not the best, but it is very good. It's 2K, like everybody knows, and 2K is more than enough, certainly, for mobile devices and all that. Like, certainly don't need 4K for those devices. 4K, you know, you want to be looking at a big screen, you know, like I'm talking 55, 65, 75 inch screen, you know, that's good for 4K. But, you know, when you start to reduce your monitor size down to a small screen, 2K is going to be enough, you know. And, you know, you shouldn't be sitting hard up to your monitor when you're watching videos. You know, you should pull back a little bit so you can see the whole screen, take in that whole picture. That's the way it's meant to be viewed. Okay, so picture quality is very good. Okay, now I'll just go over some of the negatives that I noted with this. Flying it, like I said before, the wind did not blow away my drone. I didn't lose my drone today. Okay, I went down to the beach. You can see by the waves crashing in the rock pool. It was breezy, you know, it wasn't a crazy wind, but it was quite breezy, okay? And I did get the high wind warning a couple of times. So it's telling me that there is a high wind. The battery life's really good. I didn't time it, but I would say, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes per battery. I used all 3 batteries today, which is surprising. Normally when I fly my drone, my bigger drone, my Phantom 3, normally I use 1 battery. I've got 2 batteries for it, but usually when I've used 1, and that flies for probably about 20 minutes too, I'm kind of tired after that. I'm exhausted, like, because I really concentrate on that drone. Whereas this one, it's very easy to fly. Perhaps I'm just not used to this modern sort of good transmission and everything, but very easy to fly it for that whole period of time, and it's really enjoyable. You know, I feel confident knowing where the drone is positioned, like whereabouts in the sky it is, and yeah, it's a very good experience. So the real negative things come down to do with picture quality. Okay, so not the actual flying experience. So one of the negative things I'm noting is sometimes the picture gets washed out, it sort of gets caught in an overexposure sort of situation, and it just stays overexposed with that image. For instance, you may be flying into a dark area and then you turn around into the sun, and it should be dropping exposure a little bit or making adjustments, or it's just not picking the right exposure and it's washed out. And conversely, sometimes when you want it to be lighter, it's too dark. The exposure situation with the whole camera is just not really great. I mean, it's certainly not like using a photographic camera, you know, like a mirrorless camera. It's nothing like that. It's not going to expose that good. I guess it does an okay job. When the lighting's good, the picture looks fantastic. When the lighting's not so good, the picture does not look so good. So yeah, but what do you expect from a tiny little camera in a drone, little tiny drone? Okay, another thing that's off tap that I don't see many people talking about is the moire. The moire is kind of hideous. Whenever you got lines in the screen, sometimes it'll just make that patch go all wavy and disgusting. The moray is quite severe with this little drone, something to think about. And yeah, so that's really the main criticisms of this drone, the washed out sort of image that sometimes happens, but I was able to pull those clips back. Don't get me wrong, I could still pull them back a little bit and add some contrast, and they turned out very nice. Also, the exposure setting for the camera is often wrong. Either it's too dark or too light, and there's no way you can sort of easily adjust it on the go. And that's about it, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm really happy I purchased it, and I can see myself using this little drone a lot in the future because it's just so easy and it's fun to use, and that's why everybody's raving about this drone. I do recommend it if you haven't got one. I know they're not cheap, they are on the pricey size. They are on the pricey side for the size and the 2K quality. I know you can get other sort of Chinese drones with more features and apparently better cameras, etc., but perhaps they're not quite all they are as well, so just be careful going down that route. Okay, hope you're having a good Christmas holiday period, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.